Welcome to lesson number 5, automation versus manual trading. What is right for you? No one else but for you. That's what we're going to talk about on this lesson. Automation is that a machine bot does the work for you, does the trading for you. Manual is you're putting the trades on. You need to manually put a stop in. You need to look at it every day to trail that stop and lock in profits. That's manual trading. But I'm a believer in hybrid trading. I've never seen a trading bot that literally does buy and sell signals all day long and works out to be profitable. That is, I've never heard of that. Okay, there might be something going on in the banks that does that, but certainly not with retail traders. A bot, needs a bit of manual input. It needs a trend. It needs a direction, and that's what we're going to talk about here on this lesson. How can we set it up, using a bit of human input, and then let the machine do the work. So for you to be a really good trader, there's many variables, but one of them is you need to systemize your trading. You're going to have a trading strategy, and you need to follow that trading strategy. You become that system. You're just doing the same thing every day, over and over and over again. And then that takes away all the stress. That takes away that uncertainty. Well, that never really goes. But what I'm saying is you follow that procedure every day and you get really confident with that. Okay, let's dive into what I mean here. So for starters, we use the color method. Okay, so buy on green, sell on red with our pro trend system tracks. Everything is green for longs and red for shorts. Not always. When you're looking at the red tracks, these are the dots that run up here as well, the green and reds. But predominantly, we're looking for buy signals when we've got the indicator green down here and the candlesticks and the tracks green as well. Small losses, big gains. That's what we want. So let's say we come to our charts one day in 2024 and we get a buy signal that's fired off on the pro trading system and tracks. Okay, so that's great. Let's go long. We buy the market and we're looking for it to go up. We're manually trading. We put our stop in place and we look at it every day and we just trail that stop, and the pro trading system will do that for you anyway. But what about if you feel like you struggle with trading, you haven't got the time, or you just haven't emotionally, you just can't deal with it? And that's all right, because trading can be tough for people if they don't know what they're doing. Okay, why not set up some automation in here? Let's go and have a little look at the bot. Set it up. Do we want to be looking for long trades or short trades? Well, of course we want to be looking for long trades because the trends are up here. So we can log into our trading bot here and trade those colors by just setting it up. So here is, I typed in gold longs. Let's type in longs. There you go. I've got a 100 grand account in here, and you can test this before you start playing around with real money. You can test this and see what the results are. We're going to go into commodities here, and that's the symbol for gold. We're going to click gold. Now we're going to use the 1 hour time frame because the daily's been green and the weekly's been green. So weekly green, if I flip to the weekly charts, it's been green, guys. Daily's green with some reds. Buy signals here. We're not looking for sell signals. Storyteller indicator, we're going to do market order. That means as soon as the candlestick on the 1 hour closes green, then it buys it straight away. Okay, the bot will buy it straight away. A pending order is the candlestick closes green, and then it waits for a better price as the price pulls down, and then when it gets to a certain level, it will buy. Now, the problem with that is that the trade might just go without that order coming back down to, or the price coming down to the order. So we're going to do a market order because the market order here is just going to get into the trade. We're going to risk 1%. It's really important you risk 1%. Last swing here, so the stop's going to sit at the last swing. So it's gone up green, comes down red, then turns green. That becomes a swing. So that's the swing where the stop is going to be placed. And we're going to look at the ratio of 2 to 1. So we're going to risk 1 to make 2 in this trade. Remember, we're going to risk 1% of a £100,000 account. We're going to look at the trades over last 1 year, okay? So let's have a little look. And this is without any, you just let the thing run, okay, until you pause it. So now it's starting a bit of back testing results. And let's have a little look here. So we started with 100 grand. It made just 1.1 trade a day on the 1 hour time frame, which is manageable, isn't it, guys? It made £287,000 pounds profit, 290% return. Monthly return was 11%. Drawdown was just 22%. Equity curve here was actually very strong. Little bit of a drop here back in February. What I imagine it probably turned red on the pro trading system for a few months. So you could have paused it in here. Win rate was 45%. Pretty good, eh? Look at this. Look at this. It's incredible. Look at this. 182 winners versus 223 losing trades. But you're only losing 1%. And your gain is 2% here. So your average win was 4,732. Average loss was 2,571. Risk reward ratio 2-to-1. It just shows you. That is what I mentioned on the other lessons. The secret of trading is letting your profits run. I mean, I'm sure if we went higher here on our rewards, let's dive into. Remember, we were looking at making 2 to risk 1. Let's make 3 to risk 1. Same time frame. Optimization. Start the trading here. Remember, we're just doing buy signal. Now this is serious stuff here, guys. It made 800,000, so it did, same again, 1.1 trades per day. Started with £100,000 and up at 911,000, 800% return. That's just incredible. That's just blown me away as well. But it is incredible how if you can get some really nice trends setting up on your manual trading with the system, you can just set that bot running. Okay, we had a drawdown in that February time, as I mentioned before, and you would have paused the bot in here. But away we go. And then, dearie me, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, 11,000 average win, 4,000 average loss. But it gets off to a great start, and away we go. Okay, so really nice, 25% drawdown, and that was this drawdown in here. Well, that's a really nice return, isn't it? And this is all on automation. And this is the sort of way you want to trade, but what about some day trades? What about day trading? Can you set the automation up? Because this is what we call swing trading, isn't it? Remember, swing trading, we're holding for a long period of time, and this is like a year's worth of trades. Okay, so gold's been up on the daily on the pro trend system and tracks here. We've had 3 days up, 1, 2, 3. It's flying. We got that target of 3, 4. And by the way, we spoke about getting long on our scan club on Monday, the 14th of July. And we're making some really nice returns in our manual trading here. But what about using the bot on this? And you can see that at the end of the day here, I am manually looking to see where the market's going to go. I'm using a signal with my manual trading strategy here. And then I'm setting the bot off. I'm not just doing... If I was doing shorts as well as longs on a 5-minute chart on the bots or a 15-minute chart on the bot, the losers would lose, wouldn't they? Quite heavily, because the system here is telling it to go up. So step number 1, look at your manual trading signal. Then step number 2, set the bot up in that direction. Okay, so let's dive into the day trading side of things here. Let's put 10,000 in for this one. Commodity, 15-minute long side trades here. We're going to do buy signals. Look, you could actually stop it and let it just run from sort of 8 o'clock in the morning. That would be a good idea. And then in here, we're going to do storyteller, market, order, last swing. We're going to do 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Set it up because we've had the signal for a few days now. Let's just deploy it, the bots, once we had that green signal. For £10,000 account, it's done 7 trades, okay, and £887 profit. Really nice small drawdown here, but really nice indeed, guys. Let's take a little look at the 1 hour time frame. And this is the testing I do for my manual trading. You know, if it works with the machine and the bot running here and we get some really good results, I know as a manual trader, all I've got to do is follow the system. And let's click on the start here. Okay, so with a 1 hour time frame, it's done 3 trades per day, made £600 profit. Remember, no risk, but no emotion really, because the machine's doing all the work for you. All right, let's change this maybe to, let's put in here, you know, you can get funded accounts these days easily for 20,000, guys, and you know, make a significant difference here with these trades. You can see here, yeah, we're up £1,221, 3 trades, all on automation. Really nice way of trading the markets. But the crucial fact here, guys, is that you need to make sure you're managing risk all the time. We had a lovely sell signal last Thursday, and so we set the bot up to short into Friday as well, because we were still red here. And let's show you what the bot would have done. I mean, I made a really nice profit that day, but the bots brought in 4,500 just on automation for a couple of days downside. So that was a really nice trading session. I know some of the guys and girls here at Trading College were on the bot to the downside on the automation. I was very much using the system here to short. All right, so that's automation and that is manual trading. And I would say if you don't have a bot that you're using, and you're trading manually, trade like an automated system. As soon as your setup sets up, have no hesitation. Just take the trade as though you were robotic. And I'm sure, that will help you with your trading, because otherwise, if you put too many variables in to your trading, thinking about too many different things, it's not going to work out very well. So I hope you enjoyed the little mini course here, little series. If you want to dive in and trade with us with the system and all of our color method, guys, make sure you request a call back in the description down below, and hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a like and I'll speak to you soon.